Welcome back to another video here on the channel of chrisrodproductions. And guys, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like down on this particular video. And if you're new to the channel, I don't know why you're not already, but subscribe. It's that easy. Just hit the button that's down there. So today, we're focusing on the Cobra. And if you guys haven't seen the most recent video, I'll put a card up above it to show you exactly what's been going on. But on top of that, to simplify it, it's been an idling issue that's been going on with the car ever since I put on the cold air intake from Steeda. And I'll put a card above right now as well, just to show you the cold air intake that we did get installed. But as of right now, we have the OEM intake on the car at the current moment. And what we're going to be doing today is putting on the new parts that I got recently, and as well put the cold air intake back into the car. So let me just show you guys what we got. So the parts that we did get are a IAC valve, and this IAC is going to be from Walker Products. And basically, the reason I wanted to change this was mainly because, you know, there's a lot of recommendations to change it either way. But on top of that, I figured, you know what, it has a 20-year-old IAC on it, so why not just switch it up? And typically, I would want to go with the OEM style, so basically go with a Motorcraft IAC, but I wasn't able to, and that's mainly because I couldn't find it, and or it would take me at least 2 weeks to get, and I wasn't having that. And the other piece that I did end up getting is going to be this IAC sensor. Well, wait, not IAC. This air temp sensor, and in particular, a Motorcraft one, because Motorcraft, Ford, Motorcraft just makes sense. This little sensor is just the one that's going to be going right before the, not only the filter, but as well the mass airflow sensor. And the location for both of these parts are going to be right here on top of the intake, which is the IAC, and as well on the actual air intake itself, which is right here, the air temp sense. So I'm changing both of those, and as well disconnecting the battery first. That way the whole computer can reset and everything can marry a little better. And I am putting this RAM intake back on, just so that we're aware. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but yeah, this is going back into the car. That way everything can still marry nicely, or at least we'll see. You know, the funny thing behind all this is that right now the car's working perfectly fine. So we're still gonna change it, and we're gonna go from there. Let's see how this goes. Starting off with the battery. Just disconnect the negative terminal. I'm gonna tap that just to loosen it a bit. Out the way. Now we're going to disconnect our IAC. Little connector in the back. Pull that away. 2 bolts. We got to remove a gasket as well. Just like that. And then that's pretty much clean. So we're good there. Now we're ready to put this all back together. I think I got some carbon buildup kind of in the inside. Some brake clean, and then a little bit of paper towel. It should clean that right up. No big deal. You know, it's a little bit dirty. Ain't too bad, you know what I'm saying? And real quickly, just looking at the old and the new IAC valves, you can clearly see that, you know, we got some carbon buildup on this old one. And, I mean, it's not too bad or too crazy. Generally, you can kind of put a, I think it's an IAC cleaner, kind of spray it right through, and then all the deposits should flow out. But I have a new one. I might as well just change it. Now I got the new gasket, which is going to go simply right over here, which is on top. Then I'm going to use the bolts that we have, which is the OEM bolts, and just kind of guide everything through. That way we can have a simple install. Now we got to plug this back in. Hit the click, and we're good on the IAC. And as far as the air temp goes, it's really as easy as popping that connector off, taking the actual air temp sensor out of the intake and putting the new one in. But now since I'm swapping the OEM one with the new RAM intake that I got, or cold air intake, I'm just gonna take the whole intake itself out, put the sensor on, and as well have the new filter and all that good stuff on there. So I'll do that off camera, you'll just see me put it back on. Push this right in. So everything is connected, and funny thing, I'm pretty sure that when I connected the negative terminal back onto the car, I might have heard the IAC kind of close back up or open or whatever it's technically supposed to do. But I heard something move, so let's see how this turns out. Key in, clutch, neutral. So hopefully we were able to catch that on camera, but basically the idle spiked up to $2 grand, held there for a little bit, and then there's a good chance that the computer self-adjusted, and now it's idling okay. So we're gonna let it warm up for about another 10 minutes, and then we're gonna go for a drive to see what happens next. All right, so the first order of business we gotta see is if this idle kind of hangs. If it hangs around 1500, we just did all this like for nothing. So let's figure this out. One more time. All right, so it looks like we're off to a good start. Let's drive it around, see how it goes. I can see the smile on my face, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all, did y'all see what just happened? But Venom is back. So obviously you guys can see the excitement, but look, man, I want to say we fixed it. So the couple things that I did try out, I tried to see if the idle hung or was hanging. Sure, I tried to see if it was hanging a little bit, and obviously that test went well. Then I pretty much beat the life out the car, put the clutch in to see if the idle will come back up to that 1500 RPM zone, and it passed that test as well. And I mean, the final thing that I did was do a downshift just to see if I'll get something different out of it. So in my eyes, in my head, in my brain, right here, knowledge that I use today, and with the help of you guys, I think we did it. I think we did it. Hopefully right now the car's fixed and we're not gonna have to worry about this anymore. So now we can start adding some stuff to the car, man, because this has been killing me that I haven't been able to do this, and I missed that car show. So that's that. And a quick small note: the old parts we're keeping because OEM originals. Usually OEM still does work better than the new stuff, so we're keeping those. But nonetheless, if you guys found this video helpful and or enjoyable in any kind of way, be sure to leave a like. Don't forget for your boy, be sure to join the clip by simply smashing the subscribe button and as well as ring the notification bell. Until this, been your boy Chris Rod, and I see all you beautiful people in the next one. Peace. So quick update, a day later, I drove the car. And when I drove the car, the idle hung again. Once I did that, brought it back to the house, I put all the original stuff back onto it, and now it's officially fixed. Mind blown.
Préndele, toca y sube para la nube. Deja que ella